Imagine for a moment that the Russians looked at the American AR-15 and thought, huh, we should make one of those for our civilian market. What would that look like? Well, you can stop imagining because it would look like this, because that's more or less what happened. Except in true Russian fashion, they decided it needs more wood.
That's what she said.
This is the ADAR-215. Today we're going to take a look. Stop resisting! Oh shit, there is camera. I am not guilty of committing self-defense. Greetings! What's going on, guys? Today we are talking about the ADAR-215, which I didn't know until I tried Googling something about it earlier today, that I think ADAR-2 is a month in the Jewish calendar. No, I don't think those two things are related, but who knows. Yes, knowing my audience, knowing you guys, and I do feel like I know you guys, and I'm quite proud of what you've accomplished. Anyway, knowing you guys, I know where you guys know this from. A lot of you, if you've ever played or seen people play the game Escape from Tarkov, this is one of the base model guns. This is just your typical scav rifle in various configurations, most often with no EOTech optic of any kind, usually no rear sight, just kind of a bare bones. You know, what the fuck are you gonna do with that? The answer is camp, loot, and run.
That's a great answer. That's good.
Make General Sam proud. Also, another reason why I just love these EOTechs is I just slapped this fucker on before we filmed. This is the QD, so you just kind of throw it on there, latch it on. Pretty solid, and I mean, I was making those hits from back there without it being really zeroed. I just kind of Kentucky windage that shit. After all, this is a GunTube channel. We don't zero shit. Sorry, Henry. Anyhow, this is a clone of the Russian civilian AR-15. They started producing these bad boys in the 2010s, so it's a fairly recent thing. Basically, they just took an AR-15, said, well, we should make this for the civilian market. But we got to Russian it up a little bit, put wood on a gun that didn't originally have wood. Which, if I could talk about that for a second, just getting right into it, this wood is on the front handguard. I'll actually go out on a limb and say it's kind of sexy. The heat mitigation is pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. We were shooting it, I mean, it's semi-auto, but we were shooting it pretty hard earlier, and never really felt the heat on the handguard. It's pretty rad. It's basically just a similar concept as the, you know, the cheap Mattel plastic heat shield, like M4 handguards or whatever. But of course, it is wood. Wood is good. Very SVD-esque in the design up here. Now, for the back of the gun, this is, and I'm not exaggerating, like it straight up looks like a slightly contoured 2x6 with some fucking holes in it. Originally, when we got this, I thought whoever cloned it got the scale wrong. It just looks wrong. This looks like the thing that should not be. No, this is apparently just how they are. Not horrifically uncomfortable either, but I mean, that butt pad is just a fucking mile tall for like no reason. No exaggeration, this butt pad is taller than the butt pad on any 50 cal I own. I think the thing I hate most about the stock, though, like there's a few things, aesthetics included, but the thing that I dislike the most is that it basically, if you're aiming down the sights, it makes it difficult to actually hit the selector. Like my thumb naturally wants to just breeze over that, so I have to like go out of my way and try to get past it because the wood sticks out a little bit there. So that doesn't make it super user-friendly, but I didn't design it. Why do you need safety? Are you a pussy? But it's not just the furniture. There's also some clone markings here on the lower, which I think are pretty fucking rad. Just like little things that add to it that make it more original and just kind of feels like a real tribute to the actual gun it's based on. And also a quick thanks to Mokus Raifu for helping us out with this build. We picked this up from him and he did a fucking great job on it. Like it looks awesome. I can't wait to film this video and never shoot it again. Now I'm coming to you from the woods. Just kidding. It's a parking lot. to tell you about our sponsor, American Hartford Gold. American Hartford Gold helps individuals and families invest in precious metals. That includes physical delivery to your doorstep or inside of a retirement account like a 401k. They have an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews. So if you're looking to diversify your investment portfolio or just buy some gold, go ahead and check them out. You can check them out using the links in the description and in the pinned comment, or you can just text Brandon to 65532. We appreciate our friends over at American Hartford Gold for sponsoring this video. Back to the ADAR. ADD break. New quest from Skier unlocked. Kill 10 scab White Claws on Desperado Ranch property. My body is a machine that turns White Claw into XP. Firing in 3, 2, 1. I always love when we shoot it off the steel targets, because like you just hear that ring of the target from how much energy is just deposited down into it, even though we didn't hit it. Yeah, reckon that'll do the trick. 9 more. Now, if you're running the ADAR and Tarkov, you know that it goes together with shit ammo like peas and carrots. One of the ammos in the game that nobody really likes to use, 5.56 tracers, which is exactly what we have here today. Actually, like Matt Best gave me these like fucking 2 years ago. I just finally got a chance to use them on the channel. Seems fitting. Best part about having to use tracers is that it'll still fucking kill you. Not sure how much of that trace you can actually see. I could see it splashing on the target every time I fired, but we're only filming in like 60 frames per second and it's kind of bright out, so I don't know how that's gonna show up on camera, but the good news is if you didn't see the trace, neither did that guy, because he's dead. The same reason Helen Keller can't drive. So now on to manual of arms and disassembly. I'm gonna make this real quick because it's, pretty basic AR-15 stuff, just, its own little passion. Safety is right here on the left side. You've got safe, you've got fire. Switching to safe because we're being good boys. Magazine release, right there. Charging handle is this bad boy up top. So we pull that back and we can actually hold our bolt open, release the bolt, that button there on the side. Gonna do a quick disassembly and talk about how the operating system on this one works, just for you gun nerds out there. Just for a quick refresher, or for those of you who are curious. And if you are interested in that kind of stuff and you'd like to get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology, you can always check out SDI.edu down in the links in the description and in the pinned comment. For disassembly, we've got our takedown pin here. Push that through, pull it out, and then our gun just hinges open like so. So we can grab our charging handle and pull our bolt carrier group out. Yeah, so that's your basic AR-15 takedown. You got your lower here, your upper here, and your bolt carrier group right here. So in operation, gas is siphoned off from the block here, which, by the way, this is a fairly thick barrel profile for what this is. Interesting. Fed through a skinny little tube, which you can see poking out there, right in front of the upper. It's your gas tube, and it's fed directly to the bolt carrier through this little gas key up top, which then pushes the bolt carrier back out of battery, unlocking the bolt and allowing this to cycle, eject around, and load a new round. Continue until you run out of ammunition, which, using the standard 10-round magazines, will be fairly quickly, but it does accept any other form of magazine to one's heart content, as long as it fits a standard AR-15. Reassembly, pretty easy. You just stick that gas key right in that little channel in the charging handle here, slide her forward, close her up, slam that pin through, and we are back and ready to get back to business. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the AR-215, one of the weapons of all time. I know AR-15s are super common here in the United States, but I think it's cool to see a different take on the gun from the Russian civilian market. Stuff like this is just, it's unique. I've never seen one in person before, and I just think it's neat, and I thought you might too. Now, if you are a Tarkov fan, I guarantee you this is not your favorite gun to use in the game, but let me know down below what is. Also, let me know down below if you'd like to see the AK-50 added to Tarkov, because I have reason to believe that that might become a possibility. We'll see. Anyhow, if there's any other weapons you'd like to see videos on that we haven't done yet, let me know down in the comments. Or any ideas for videos altogether, anything you'd like to see, let me know. I'm down to do it. I've got more time now. Anyhow, I appreciate you guys for staying all the way to the end, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon, like Rasputin's rise to the top.
What's going on, guys? Today we are talking about the ADAR-1215. Excuse me. No, that's not true. Well, fuck me. Treat every weapon like it's loaded.